My, my name's James. For those of you that don't know me, I'm just noticing, I'm just noticing how really good it feels to be here right now. Wow, I mean, I knew it would, but it's like, this feels so good. Yeah. Hi, so good to see you. It's great to see our choir here. Look at our choir and the dead. So many churches I've been a part of in the past. When the summer comes, everything shuts down. It's like, no, here everything ramps up. And we got our choir here. Leanne is back at the piano. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yeah. And here we are in August. August, the first Sunday in August. Oh my gosh. Well, there's definitely a spirit of love and joy and happiness and being together here, and it's just wonderful. I hope we can take all of that in. Something that I'd like to do, though, as we begin our service, because I know it's top of everybody's minds, is just ask if we could observe a moment of silence and a prayer for our neighbors in Spokane, including our own Julie Croteau, whose family has been directly impacted by the fires over there. Julie and her family have had to evacuate, and they're safe and they're sound. Their homes are safe, but people all around them, or some of them, have lost their homes, and I'm sure some of us know people who are in that situation. So I would just ask that we take a moment and just observe a moment of silence together in remembrance of them. Gracious, loving God, Spirit, love, we join our hearts, we join our thoughts, we join our prayers together in love, in compassion, and in help for our neighbors and our friends in Spokane who are dealing with the fires over there. And not just there, but all over the world. This season is that time of year where fires happen, and so we are mindful of the difficulties, the challenges, the heartache that comes with that. We're grateful for the first responders, many of whom put their own lives in danger to help keep us safe. And together we ask for your mercy, we ask for your grace, we ask for your protection, we ask for your comfort among all of the families and the people who are there. And we just walk in solidarity, mindful that we are all connected in ways known and unknown. And so for that, we thank you. We welcome, we receive your comfort. We welcome and receive your peace. We welcome and receive your connection and your community together as we navigate this season together. We know this and pray this with gratitude and faith. Amen. And so it is. Also want to just, sometimes I wonder I should leave more often, because like when I leave, really cool stuff happens. One of which might be a TV screen in the back. I don't know if you had to notice that, but that is the work of Jim Sullenberger and David Meyer. And so, yeah. I was talking with a few folks before the service. I won't tell who it was because I don't want Steve and Peggy to be called out by this here. But what this means for you is you have an option now to watch the service differently. So if you get sick of looking at me, you can just turn around and watch the service from the back, and hey, go for it. Why not? But I'm really grateful for that. It's going to hopefully allow me to not have to do this all the time and stay engaged. So that's wonderful. And then lastly, I just want to, I'm still coming off just giddiness and joy from this last Friday night. We had our Summer Sizzle and Sounds community event here, Potluck Barbecue. Just really want to thank Geraldine and Jim and Judy and Maribel and Brian, Todd, many others who just worked tirelessly to make it happen. I want to just share a few images from the night here. We had 2 visitors join us. Yeah. And Todd, was it who took those pictures?
That picture did not occur on Friday night. That was like a Wednesday or Thursday morning.
Oh, Wednesday, okay.
Mark Wilson took that photo.
Mark Wilson took that photo Wednesday or Thursday. It's close enough. Close enough. But yeah, isn't that wonderful? Just beautiful, yeah. And then this is Lauren Kavala and some friends of hers. This event was done in partnership with Lauren's organization, Core Connections. So if you've seen that name connected with some of these things, we're been just working in partnership to just really make these community events. And so it was really nice to see her there. My favorite moment of the whole night was this. Yeah, just saying. This was just my favorite moment of the night, and that was a lot of fun. And then the band that we had was a band called the Pollinators. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and the members of the band. So kind of looking from the keyboard player, I guess it would be right to left. Yeah, is Allison, and then Carrie is the guitarist in the yellow shirt there. The drummer is Brian, who happens to be Kelly's brother. And so it was really nice to do that. And then on the far left is Keanu. Did I say his? Keanu, thank you. Yeah. Like Keanu, just like Reeves, yeah. And they did 3 one-hour sets, so we just partied until 9:30 at night. And the pollination thing, these musicians are also part of another band called Paper Flowers, which I hear is a little bit more familiar. It's a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. Who doesn't love Fleetwood Mac, you know? Love me some Fleetwood Mac. And so you may have seen the poster on the minister's door coming in. They're going to be playing Paper Flowers which is these musicians, at McEwen Park on Wednesday night, October 12th. They didn't put me up to announce that or whatever. It's just because I can't wait. I'm going to be there for that and going to have a lot of fun. So it was just fun to be together, have food, listen to some great music, dance, move, all that kind of stuff. So life is good. I almost forgot. Reverend Dave, would you come up and light our Christ candle for us? And all my excitement about everything. Thanks for, the two of us, forgetful, helping remember this. So, yes. Oh, okay. For those of you that couldn't hear, we just got word that the Red Cross in Spokane offers resources for anybody who might be displaced, don't have a home or a place to stay, to contact them, and we can do that. So thank you for sharing that with us. That's good to know. Good. So our Christ candle is a reminder of our aspiration and purpose as a community to be a spiritual community that lives love and uplifts lives. And you probably have noticed a number of our folks here wearing these badges, live love. That's all that we're about. And everything that we do here, everything that's said, everything that's done, everything that's planned is intended as a love offering for you. And you can engage with it however much or however little is comfortable for you. So, including the next thing that we're going to do. We're going to invite you all to just get to your feet in just a minute and say hello. But you don't have to. I've learned that some people like to just sit down and let people come and talk to them. That's totally fine as well. But would you get to your feet right now? If you're willing and able, say hi to some folks, let them know that you're here, and then we'll continue together.
I have to agree with James. It's been a long time when we've had this many people on a gorgeous summer day. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, if you'll bear with me, I'm going to tell you a funny story about the fire. My daughter, my son, and his wife left the wedding yesterday, in the middle of the wedding, to go home because their house is six to 10 blocks from the evacuation zone. They filled both of their cars, a large portion of which was his 5 cases of whiskey because he didn't want it to blow up. And then, given the fact that they're millennials, they went back to the wedding. So when you said your prayer for all the people in danger of the fire, imagine his truck with 5 cases of whiskey. So, it's in our garage. So my name is Roy Ely. I'm your celebration assistant today, and we're so glad everybody is here. We are all here by divine appointment, and there's something that you are here for a reason to hear or feel or see. And welcome, glad to have you. And if this is your first time online, boy, you're missing out on the spirit here. So if you have a chance, show up. But in the meantime, if you'd like to let us know who you are, you can click on the connect button, and some magic will happen, and we'll know about you. We have today the world famous, I'm sure soon to be in New York City performing, Unity Choir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And they are being accompanied by Leanne, and Julie is pitch hitting for the other Julie, so let's give them a thank you. And we also want to never forget to mention how many people it takes to pull this all together. From something as simple as Sina lighting the candles and Maita doing the setting all of this beautiful stuff up, to people in the office and the typing and the et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And today we are thanking the hospitality team. These are the people who, they don't just put out the goodies on Sundays, but they are involved with the July 31st gathering and do a ton of dishes and cleanup. And will you guys stand up, please? Come on, come on. We know you're there. We know you're there. And you know, anybody who wants to figure out a way to be of service, you can talk to just about anybody and they will tell you, well, we could use help here or we could use help here. And I understand that there's always rooms on that seat planning how to do the live streaming. So let somebody know if you want to give us a hand. At Unity, we believe in the power of prayer. If you have a prayer request, please fill out a prayer request form, which should be in the seat back, which should be in front of you. And we will pray over them for a week and then send them on to Solid Unity, where they get prayed over for 30 days. Somebody told me that prayer is like moving energy molecules. It's not like you're sending something up and then something's going to come down. What you're doing is you're sending positive love and energy out, and the molecules are changing. And that's why we believe in prayer, not because it's some up and down transactional kind of thing that happens, but because it actually does make a difference. So this place really believes in that. We have prayer chaplains who will help you move your energy molecules around. And they are today Blossom, where she is, and Dave.
Behind you.
There you go. And both of them are available to talk with you and pray with you after the service if you are interested. And now I get to do the announcements. So, gathering of the water ceremony. Those of you who have been coming for a while know that it's a wonderful time. If you want to keep a little bit of water from some incredible thing you do this summer, bring it with you. And there's a ritual around it. And so we look at the samples from streams, rivers, lakes, oceans that you've encountered. And these water samples are used as part of our sacred ceremony, which is September 27th. See, I didn't have to do this. Yes, it's right there, right there. So don't forget to save your water and bring it on the 27th. Sacred Connections. Join musician and musical therapist Judith Pinkerton to learn how music can quiet your stress and open spiritual awareness. Explore how certain sounds can pull you towards fear, can pull you toward fear, or gently restore you to peace, and discover the science behind sacred sound and why music can shift the body faster than words. You can register online at our website. My son plays the harp for dying people in hospice homes, and he says that honestly, sometimes he'll just strike a chord and everybody in the room starts crying or starts laughing. So Judith can teach you how to do this. So think about signing up for her workshop. The Unity Youth Program is exploring the relationship with nature and God, and they'll be taking their classroom outdoors to examine the divine connections available in the natural world. Activities will include walking with fresh awareness, sitting quietly with the trees, and playing garden trivia to discover new ways of sensing spirit in all things. We are so lucky to have someone that will interact with our children that way. Thank you, Sparrow. And finally, you are warmly invited to join Julie Courteau and her family for a celebration of life service honoring her mother, Betty Madsen, who passed away last week. I know a lot of you remember Betty. Together, we will remember her spirit and share stories and surround her family with love. Following the service, there'll be refreshments served in the Friendship Hall, and it is...
I forgot to put a slide up for this one, sorry. It's on August 22nd at 2 p.m.
August 22nd at 2 p.m. to
Here.
honor Julie's mom.
Yes.
I'm sorry, is that right? August 22nd?
Yes, August 22nd at 2 p.m.
222.
That's Saturday, August 22nd.
All right. And I'm done. There's a hook going to pull me off. Thank you.
Blossom Masters, one of the prayer chaplains. Finally remember to introduce myself. Oops. My breakfast. And, before I read anything, Linda Churchman wanted everybody to know that she is home from the convalescent hospital and she's healing well. And I'm going to read from the Daily Word and then do a prayer. I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. When Thomas says that he can't believe in Jesus' resurrection unless he touches the wounds for himself, he is describing those moments when God's infinite, eternal good seems too hard to believe. Jesus' response is instructive. He doesn't criticize Thomas's doubt or demand blind faith. Instead, he offers exactly what Thomas needs, inviting him to touch the wounds and see for himself. Jesus meets him where he is, then invites him into a deeper way of believing. Didn't know I was that powerful. One that can trust in unseen blessings. The invitation is open to me and you, too, whether my belief is steady and confident, or I long for reassurance and signs of divine presence. I trust I am divinely supported and dearly loved. And from John 20:29, Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." And if you could prepare yourself for a prayer, just either close your eyes or you can leave them open if you want. And just take in a deep breath and release. And another. And another if you're comfortable. And dear beloved Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit, thank you for always being with us in love and in our fear and trusting or untrusting moments. For being with us in all seasons, cool and hot, the changing climates. We know you are always with us in these changes as we change and grow into you. In our silences, in our joy of song and celebration, our times of stress, you're always there, always holding us. Our loved ones, even those that we may not hold so close, but are also truly our brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, children. For in you, they are truly one with us. Thank you for holding us all close in your heart, in our hearts. Amen. Thank you.
again to allow your eyes to close and again to just return to your breath. And maybe just as you're breathing, as you breathe in, to relax the body, and you breathe out to relax the mind. And as you relax the body, maybe drawing awareness to the experience of sitting, being supported by the chair, being held by gravity. And just allowing your back to be upright and relaxed. This can be thought of as taking your seat. Taking your seat in the community of love, the community of life. Certainly taking your seat in this present moment. Maybe coming back to the awareness that you belong here, you are welcome here, exactly as you are, wherever you are, however you are, you belong. And then allowing your awareness to just gently move to your heart. And as you exhale, can you allow your heart to open, maybe to soften? It was Rumi who said that our task is not to search for love, but to be aware of the barriers we put around our heart to love. Can you meet this present moment with an unprotected and undefended heart? And just notice how that is. Maybe noticing whatever's present for you here today, a worry, a care, a sorrow, a joy. Whatever it is, can it be met with love and compassion, just as it is? There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to change. Maybe even nothing to understand. Can it just be met with love? And then allowing your awareness to come back out of your body toward the sounds, maybe the smells, maybe the awareness of the other beautiful beings that are here in this beautiful place surrounded by mountains and trees and animals. And then as you're ready, taking another deep breath or two and opening your eyes.
Sent me.
Thank you. I just love that thought. We can say that heaven is just not a place to go to when we die, but also a place to awaken, from which to awaken and live from. I like that. All right. Interesting. I was just going to ask. I'm curious. How is it for me to talk to you with these on? I didn't get the. I wasn't expecting the cool response. I'm just curious. What's your initial reaction? Don't think about it, or this isn't a test. But what's the reaction? I'm getting applause. Oh, so maybe I should keep them on. I wasn't planning on it, but what's that? Blinded by the light. Yeah, there's a song about that. Yeah. If I were just to engage with you in conversation, what would be your experience of me talking to you with these? I'm getting some. Okay, what are the shaky heads all about? Why? What? To California. Didn't see that one coming. Maribel? Depends on the. Okay, so distance, right? Yeah, I mean, the farther away, not so big of an area, but yeah, one-on-one, hard to see the eyes. Yeah, what else? Are they dilated? Of course, Bob would ask if they're dilated. Sure, of course, yeah, right. Anything else? Yeah, what else? How does it make you feel? Yeah, Jim, what? It's what? A dossier for a preacher. Going outside the box. Oh, okay. That's dossier. I learned a new word today. Yeah. Anybody else? Hiding. Hiding. Uh-huh. Almost the Blues Brothers? Yeah. I needed the hat. Okay. Yeah. So I want to tell you a story about these glasses. True story. A couple of weeks ago, I'm an early riser, so I'm usually up before the sun comes up, between 4:30 and 5 in the morning. I inherited it from my mom, who inherited it from her mom. It just kind of runs in the family. And so, and I like it. The flip side of that, after about 8 o'clock at night, I'm not worth much. It's a nice fast start in the morning and then just a slow glide to the evening. So I'm not a night person. But I have a little routine when I get up, and I make my coffee, and then I have a couple hours to meditate and journal, and that's when I do most of my message prep is early in the morning. And so a couple of weeks ago, I just got up, I did my whole routine. Of course, as I'm there, the sun is coming up. This particular day, I was outside on a little back patio area in the garden, and it was just wonderful, and I just had a great time. Imagine my shock when I went into the bathroom and noticed I was wearing these instead of my regular glasses. Here's the deal. I had no idea I was wearing these. I didn't. And it just got me thinking, for how many of us, or how many times, at least in my life, do I go through life unconsciously wearing sunglasses? Now, would we agree that sunglasses are helpful, especially in the summer? How do sunglasses help us? Protect our eyes? Yeah, from... Even in the winter, too. And in the winter, they do, yeah. How do they protect? What do they do? UV. Reduce the glare, block out UV? Yeah. Filter? Yeah, there's a word that some of the sunglasses have that start with a P. Does anybody know what it is? They protect, they what? They polarize, yeah. Does anybody know how polarizing works in sunglasses? Not exactly, but that's part of the effect, yes. They what? They block out the harmful rays and let in the ones that are okay. What else, Jim? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they bend the light by taking the eye. The way I've heard it explained is when you look at white light or bright light, it breaks down the light into different colors and different streams and make it helpful. So we can agree that sunglasses are helpful, right? Yeah. But then I got thinking, were we born with these things? Yeah, we humans are interesting creatures, aren't we? the things we do to protect ourselves and do things. And again, this is not a don't wear your sunglasses. I wear these all the time when driving and whatever, and I think it's very, very helpful. But I think it's also helpful and can be helpful for us as we think about this thing called life and the experience of life, and particularly our desire to be people who live, love, and uplift lives. If we think of light, if we think of love in terms of light, and maybe those moments when looking at the light of love is just, too much, what happens? We reach for those sunglasses. We want to block out all those harmful shades. And isn't it nice when we can polarize too? Yeah, I know, the nervous laughs. Where's he going with this? I'm not going where you think I am. But I think we would all agree that, we are living in polarized times, right? And I think part of the reason that happens is, again, the way our minds work is they want to create order out of chaos. So if we can put things, if we can put people, if we can put voices, if we can put perspectives, if we can put stories and values into these little boxes, it creates this, I'm going to use the word intentionally, illusion of safety and chaos, safety and security in a world that otherwise we might experience chaotically and unpredictable. And so again, the invitation and the offering here is not to pathologize any of that, or to make any viewpoint, or to make any perspective, or to make any reaction that you have with that right or wrong. But the invitation is just to notice when you're doing that. I think that's the difference between those of us who are conscious, awake, and aware, and those of us who are less conscious, less awake, and less aware. And again, it's not to pathologize or make any of that right or wrong, but to simply, my hope is to bring a model or a framework of just what it's like to live life in this world today. And so, the title of the message is Living in Harmony, so I want to kind of break the metaphor of light now and switch over into music. Leanne, can I come to the piano for just a minute? You can stay right there, or if you can, just, I'll see if I can do this. All right. So one of the things we talk about at Unity is that we believe that there's value and worth in all voices, all faiths, all traditions, all spiritualities, everything. That there's a value and worth in that. And we can think of that as like notes on a piano, like this. Like, how do you like that? Oh, you had to do No. I just love that. And I don't know. Thank you for doing that. There was a composer, I don't know if it was Mozart or Beethoven or Bach or somebody, whose parents used to go down in the middle of the night and do what I just did. Play a incomplete major scale and just end it on the leading tone like that. And it would drive him nuts. He'd have to come down and play that last note. So I love that you did that, Leanne. Thank you. All right. I want to just, I don't want to invade your space here too much, but now, so like, how about this note? You like that? Yeah. How about this one? Like that? Yeah. Oh, where's he going with this? Yeah. Da-da! Right. Good. Now, when some notes are played together, they create a harmony, right? Like this. How does that sound? Yeah. Good, right. That's a C major chord. So again, when we look at the world, when we look at people, and when we can affirm and assume the goodness and the love and the value in everyone, we can hear that in harmony. How about this? How about this harmony? How do you like that? Oh, Donna's, I don't like that. I love it. But Leanne loves it. Look at how interesting. Isn't this interesting? Donna, what don't you like about it? Tanya, I'm sorry, Tanya. I took my sunglasses off too, so I can't even blame that. What is it? It's like a discord. It's a discord. How does it make you feel? Minor. I don't know, not in harmony. It makes me want to go, yeah. It's, sure, icky, yucky, not pleasant, yeah. Can we agree that there are voices, that there are perspectives, there are people, there are other things in our life that make us feel that way? Yeah. And yet this is music, and this minor chord that I just played is very, very popular in music that we listen to today. And oftentimes it's intended to evoke that very emotional response of being a little darker, somber, sad. Yeah. Okay, how about this note? And this note. All right. How about this interval? How does that interval make you feel? Huh? It's a tritone. Oh yes, the other music majors are in the crowd. What is it? Yes, it is. Did you know? This is the truth. For years in the church, and sometimes, I mean, I love churches. I'm a minister. I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't, but sometimes churches can be the toughest place. That interval that I just played was not allowed in music. No. Why do you, well, okay, you tell me, why do you think it wasn't?
Because my reaction was the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's the devil.
Yeah, it was called, no, seriously, and I'm talking about the era in like the 6th, 7th, 8th century, and then any of you familiar with Gregorian chant? Okay. Western music really had a lot of its influence in the church. And so for those early centuries, as Western music was coming along, Gregorian chant, they would not allow that chord to be used because it was called the devil's chord because of how discordant it was. Now, of course it does. Absolutely. Absolutely. So fast forward, yeah, now, so what's interesting is as music evolved in the church to, the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries, as it moved from Gregorian chant to classical music into romantic and the modern era, that chord was used all the time. And it shows up in jazz all the time, right, Jim? Those of you that are familiar with jazz, I mean, different colors, different things, and all that kind of stuff. And again, it's not that it changes the quality of the musical harmony or the tone, but our capacity to live with it becomes more conscious, okay? Just one more little side story here. It carried forward into the church today. For years, I think you knew that I was for 28 years a pastor in some conservative, fundamental, evangelical churches. And I was the music director. I did what Julie did here for years. Yeah, and our church had contemporary music like we do here, drums, guitars, popular, all that kind of stuff. And there was a, I'll just use their name. I don't know if he's still alive anymore. A gentleman named Bill Gothard, who had a ministry called, did you know Bill? Some of you know Bill? Okay, all right. Basic Youth Conflicts, and it was all about how to be married and how to raise your kids. Except there was one thing about Mr. Gothard. He was never married. And he never had kids. But this is what I find fascinating. He can teach whatever you want, but I was surprised by the number of people who followed him religiously. And included in that was having pure music. So he would say that to do drums and rock and roll, it was the African beat that had satanic, sadistic roots and had no place in the church. The only thing that he said could be in the church was melodious, harmonic music, which oddly contained much of that devil's chord that I just told you about. So I would get these people that would come up to me and say, James, back in the, I think we shouldn't have those drums. It's not good for our kids to hear this kind of stuff and to expose them to this kind of dissonance, And I would just sit there and, remind them that, for years, music and all that has evolved. All right, so we can hear all these stories and go, oh my gosh, we're so crazy. But here's my invitation to you. As you look across your life today, are there those voices? Are there those perspectives? Are there those harmonies that hit you sort of like, ugh, I don't like that? And then can you notice how your mind spins stories and makes meaning of those experiences? It's what the mind does. And it's a beautiful thing. Again, it's not a wrong thing. It's a beautiful thing. Because I think oftentimes what happens is we meet something that triggers us. Like devil's cord, trigger, okay? And if we're not conscious and we're not aware, we either project that trigger onto someone or something else as bad, evil, and wrong, or we turn that inside. And we think, well, there must be something wrong with me. And we get lost in a shame spiral, a guilt spiral, or whatever. And my friends, this is the human experience. And what I want to cultivate here, what gets me out of bed in the morning here, about being here in North Idaho, here in this incredible, my fourth grandchild was born last week, so I was back in Seattle, and people ask me how I love life, and I said, I just meet some amazing human beings here in this place. And I just want to see us as a community develop a love, a compassion, a resilience, a fierceness that can hold everything in real unity, welcome everything and receive everything, even those things that are like, ick, 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 ick. Why? Somebody said it earlier. When we do that, we actually grow our capacity to love and see the value and worth in everything. But it's hard. I'm not here telling you that I'm an expert. I mean, you've heard me talk about things that, I meet these beautiful souls, and then I see things or I hear things, I'm like, whoa, that do that. And I've been very open about that with you, and you've been very loving and very tolerant and very gracious with me. But let me just share some thoughts with you and try to see if we can bring this all together. Let's remind ourselves that this love is an intelligence that seeks expression. Ernest Holmes said that. So love, God, Spirit, I think of as love that is always seeking to express itself. Always, always. Sometimes that expression of love is harmonious, like that major chord that sounds good. Sometimes it's really, really dissonant. And sometimes, again, if we're not mindful, we can be looking at this light of love expression through sunglasses, polarizing sunglasses that can feel really comfortable and making sense out of the chaos, but we would also agree it's not real. Or it's a veiled reality, okay? And here's something else that happens. What we look for, we will find. When I was back in Seattle last week visiting my granddaughter, my son is joining the Eastern Orthodox Church. So he left the church that I was a part of and is now becoming Eastern Orthodox. The circles that he swims in are considered alt-right. They make the conservatism that's here pretty liberal and soft. I just got to tell you. But one of the people from their church I was telling him I was in Coeur d'Alene. Oh, I love Coeur d'Alene. Oh, it's great. Yeah, I just came over there. And I said, yeah, what do you love about it? He said, oh, it's beautiful. It's natural. But then when I got here, all I saw were Black Lives Matter and gay pride flags. And I almost went, spit my coffee out, because what I find here is, make America great, don't tread on me, and all this kind of stuff. But here's the point, okay? Who's right and who's wrong? Neither. I'm just as capable of looking for what I'm looking for, which will be a threat or what I see as a threat. And so my eyes are going to scan and look for that. Somebody else, another human being next to me, will do the same thing. Does that make either one of us right or wrong? Absolutely not. What it does is makes us human. And I think we are never more divine, we are never more sacred than when we are human. Welcome all of it. All right? 2 words I came across of paranoia. Okay, this is just for your own reflection. Paranoia is the sense that others are out to do us harm. Now, is paranoia a human experience? Yeah. Are our neighbors over in Spokane paranoid about the harm of fire? Uh-huh. Yeah. Paranoid about, danger for our lives? Yeah. So to be paranoid, is to be human. But I came across this word here, pronoia. The sense that a force or divine presence is conspiring to help us. Isn't that good? So as you think of those people or those things that trigger you, that call to mind hurts or things that you do, See, here's the difference. The mind will do the same thing, okay? But the mind, the inner part of our mind, the limbic brain, the reptilian brain, the part that is beyond speech but is the deepest part of our instinct to keep us alive, has not evolved to distinguish between a real threat or an actual threat. And so when that tritone harmony comes into our life, the mind is going to spin a story about it, that it's out to get us. We can think about that in terms of conspiracy theories, okay? And we all have them, regardless of what you do. Again, because we see something that's dissonant or hard, the mind wants to make meaning to it. And probably the one way that it makes meaning to it is ascribes a certain theory or understanding to that. It's just how the mind works. And so this is really, to you, as you look at the world, do you see the universe? Do you see creation? Do you see the life as out to get you? Do you see other people who come here as out to get you? Or do you see them maybe as ones who are prompting us to another level of evolution, to another level of growth, to another sense of experience? Yeah. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it does mean it can grow us and help us out. What if? Think about, again, what you look for, you will find. What if you are not broken? Yeah, what would shift for you in your life, in your relationship with yourself, if you didn't see yourself as someone broken and needing help, but fully, completely, perfectly whole? And all you're doing is unfolding. All you're doing is evolving. Okay? What if others are not broken? What if the person sitting next to you or behind you or around you are not broken? What if the people in this neighborhood are not broken? What if the people in this community, in this state, are not broken? What if our country, what if our world isn't broken? Yeah. What if the world and the universe are not broken? You see, again, our natural mind wants to fix, wants to repair. What would shift, again, what would shift in your life if that wasn't the case? And instead of trying to fix something, it was more about exploring and discovering. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what does this look like? What is your awe and wonder quotient? We talked about how, Tanya, like that major chord makes me feel happy, And who doesn't like to feel happy? Give myself some happiness, right? I'm a happiness, music on Friday night, we went everywhere from Hank Williams Jr. to Bruno Mars. I mean, it was just crazy, But yeah, get up and dance and all this kind of stuff. But I think sometimes in these communities, where we talk about everything is love, rainbows and butterflies and all that kind of stuff, we want to watch that we don't bypass or we don't deny the other element of our existence as well. And so when I think of love, joy and happiness are a part of it, but how about awe and wonder? As you look out around you and just to go throughout the day today, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your awe and wonder quotient? Do you ever see things that just render you speechless? There's something, childbirth, yep. There's something about the sun setting when it's smoky, the colors, there's just an eeriness to it and a stillness to it. It's like, wow. Now again, if it's broken and fixing, and we say, oh, those darn fires, and this, that, and it's polluting my lungs, I'm going to die early, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Can you just behold it, All right. Let's see, what's next here? So I love this quote by Richard Rohr. So we don't come to God by doing it right. We come to him by doing it wrong. So when you experience those moments where, I blew it, I learned or whatever, just notice that it's not doing it right. We find God in the experience of doing things wrong. So I want to leave you with three practical things that can help you live in better harmony, okay? And the first one is this: discern between the love of power and the power of love. In your interactions with others, in your actions with organizations, in your interactions with whatever, just watch for in your life, is this more about the love of power and the sense of needing to be in control, the sense of needing to manage, the sense of needing to manipulate, or the power of love to soften, to open, to receive connection in ways maybe never understood or experienced. Secondly, value connection over being correct. Again, what would shift in your life, in your interactions, especially with those people or those perspectives that trigger you, if you value connection over being correct? This last Friday, I had a chance to attend a group called Braver Angels. Any of you familiar with Braver Angels? Yeah, they met down at St. Luke's Church. And this is a group that is seeking to humanize the polarization that's in our country. And there's a book that's out. I may not be getting the title right, but when you're engaging in a conversation with someone that maybe you disagree with, can you ever come to the point where you say, oh, I never thought of it that way? I never thought of that way. A few weeks ago, I told you the story of seeing the woman getting, in Coeur d'Alene, where there's that statue of the woman, commemorating women's suffrage, and a young woman standing next to it with her thumb down and a scowl on her face. That was one of those, holy mother of whatever did I just see here? But it's interesting, in unpacking that with my son and some of his super conservative friends, they asked me, James, is voting a right or a privilege? I never thought of that. And I thought to myself, could it be both? All right. But the idea was, in that moment, I heard something that I had never thought of before. And I'm grateful that there's a place there where I have an opportunity to have my heart and my mind and my prejudices stretched and expanded. It happens when we value connection over being correct. Lastly, differentiate between impact and intent. And I see this happen all the time. You said this, you did this, and it made me feel da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What does the other person say immediately? Oh, well, that's not how I meant it. And I just want to say, stop. Can you validate the experience of whatever it was that you said and did that person is happening, and not say anything else? Folks, I can tell you, this one skill here, I think, could revolutionize how we relate to each other. But it's hard, because I don't think any of us wake up in the morning intending to hurt somebody or intending to trigger somebody, and yet we all do, right? Developing the capacity to live with the tension, to live with the discomfort, to live with that tritone dissonance of knowing that maybe I did something or I said something that was hurtful or harmful. Thank you, yeah, all right? Is going to develop our capacity to live in what I want to call real unity. Real unity. Okay? I think I'll close with this here. Remember, let's always remember this. We're not here to save the world, but to belong more fully to it. I really think this is what we are as a species waking up to, and especially white Europeans who kind of have brought just a natural colonization, domination take, extract from the land. We are opening up to this idea of what does it mean to belong to it? What does it mean to belong to everyone? What does it mean to belong to the trees, to the land, to the forest, to the water? I've shared with you how many times this land has gifted me a sense of deep, grounded peace. And this may sound strange, but a few days ago, just in meditation, I was just laying flat on the ground and drinking in the clean, masculine energy of this land. I'm not saying this to make myself into some saint, because I have a lot of stuff that I'm still, living with in my life, but there is something special about the energy of this land here. When we can just shift our consciousness from trying to save it and do something to it, but just open and receive and belong more fully to it. Powerful, powerful things can happen. So, amen. Thank you for listening. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, in just a minute, we're going to be receiving our offering. So if you're joining us online, I didn't have a chance to acknowledge you at the beginning, but thank you for being here. There's a place on our website that'll show you how you can donate. For the rest of you, we want to give you some time to get ready for that. Sparrow is here. Yes, before we take our offering, would you come in and bring some of the kids with you? We haven't done this in a long time, but I'm excited today we can do that. Come on up, because we want to take a few minutes and let you know what our kids are doing. Yeah, go ahead. Help me welcome them in. Yeah.
All right. You know how much I love this microphone. All right. These three were monumental in making our fundraiser, we called it our Love of Service, in the month of July happen. So they came up with the idea. They decided they wanted to support those that don't have food in homes. And we, through the help of some amazing community members, I know one's here, I don't know where the other one is, helped us find Safety Net Northwest. And we, you guys, were also an essential part of our community, which we talked about today, interdependence, and the bee and the flower as our community representation about how we each contribute to this beautiful project. So it is as much as ours as it is yours, so thank you so much. How much money did we make for Safety Net? 1, 2, 3. Ready? Everybody put your mouth next to the microphone. How much was it? Say it. 1, 2, 3.
$404.
So, and if you don't know about Safety Net is helping hand for those local teens and young adults who have aged out of the foster care system. So, we are going to meet them tomorrow at 4 p.m. I hope, I haven't talked to all the families yet, but 3 families so far have been able to say that they're going to make it. So we are going to have our 7-year-olds there with us, and we are going to hand them the check from Unity and tell them that we are just so grateful for them in our community. So.
Wow. That was wonderful. Thank you.
We have a birthday.
Oh, we have a birthday today, too. Well, are they able... A birthday, August, yeah, so we're going to do the birthday song in just a minute. Can they stay here for just a few minutes while we do the offering, and then, yeah, good, okay. Let's say our offering action statement here. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I receive. Thank you so much for your generosity today.
I am the thinker
keeping with our... Oh, got to pray for the offering. That's right. All right. Would you join me? Yes. Would you join me in prayer? Thank you, Steve. We join our hearts, we join our spirits and our souls in faith and joy and celebration for the generosity that's been expressed here today. And may these gifts be blessed in the use and the expression of living love and uplifting lives in ways that are seen, in ways that are surprising, and in ways that are unseen. And for that we give thanks. Amen. And so it is. All right. So it's the first Sunday of the month. We have our potluck celebration immediately after the service. But if you have a birthday in the month of August, would you be so kind and willing to stand so that we can acknowledge who you are? And we have a special song that we would like to sing. You would remain, yes, remain standing so we can sing to you. Why don't we all just get to our feet now? We'll sing our closing song and have our closing prayer.